Yo, what up? This is Kenny. Welcome to the Good Ass Game series. In this episode, I'm playing on my newest build, which is a 6'7" diming 3-level threat. This build was all about testing out 96 pass act for Hall of Fame dimer, and then also 91 steel for all the gold steel badges, which honestly has been a lot of fun playing on. Here's the SIGs I've been running. Now this build has 86 handles, so I can't have the Trae Young animations, which would be the Trae Young crossover and escape, but it's not that big a deal, honestly. And here's my jump shot. This was a fun casual match. The other team was pretty solid. We're pretty decent. You know, I'm not a super comp player. I'm very casual. I just go out with a few friends and play some rec, man. That's it. That being the case, we also don't do anything fancy on defense. You know, we run man and I usually just guard ball. So that's why I like being on a build that has good defense. So having 91 steel is just fucking awesome. Usually I like to start out with some easy buckets, so trying to find some easy cuts like this, but this fucking center was not having it. He shut that cut down. He shut down a play right before that too. Here we serve him up for another block again, just creating really bad momentum. They get an easy transition bucket, and at this point I'm thinking, you know, I need to keep the ball in this possession and create a really good bucket somehow, because I'm passing early in these first few possessions and bad shit's just happening. So I use slam screen to get a perfect little midi from the free throw. Get shit going. Here's just a nice defensive possession. We get a takeaway that leads us into another easy bucket at the rim for Slam to get him going. Slam plays on an inside center, so a big part of our offense is attacking the paint hard with him, and it's important to keep that going so that his personal momentum is going good so that he can make plays like that offensive rebound that leads into a wide open three for me. After that three, I can totally feel our momentum going way up, so I start to attack pretty hard here. It feels like our offense is starting to hum, and here's our first lead. But these guys aren't done, and they're still finding ways to get buckets to stay in it. I was just trying to do a floater here, but I went slightly diagonal right on the stick, which gave me the right-handed scoop, but Slam's right there to clean it up. We're actually running the twin tower lineup, so Swan is on a 6'11" center with really good rim protection as well, and that defense right there leads to a really sick bucket. Look at this. You know I'm starting to feel myself when Slam and I are getting buckets like this. I get pretty lucky here that my unpluckable saves me from a bump steal when I do the post spin right into this dude, but look how good this bucket ends up being. Not gonna lie, their center was hooping too, and he was keeping a minute with buckets like this. But we just came right back at him with Slam burning him down the court. You can kind of feel that they're a little bit desperate, so they're starting to force shit in the paint like we were in the first quarter. But that works out perfectly for our twin tower lineup. Here's yet another example of why it's important to keep your center's momentum going. Look at Slam's play here. This was stupid, and I should have just ooped this to Slam, but I did a regular pass, and he was so close the game read it as a handoff play, which is just dumb, but I make it work with this nice little post-up. Here's just a quick tip. When the ball hits my hands on inbounds, I usually like to hit my icons just as a quick reminder of where people are setting up, but also just who is what icon. Constant reminders, you know, so I know in a pinch that Swan is triangle, Grape is square. So here you can see that our momentum is pretty cranked up at this point, and you can really see it through our defense. You can see the clamps that I'm getting and Grape, and we both have high steal, so we are just clamping them the fuck up, leading to easy buckets. Alright, so now I'm just starting to have a little bit of fun with some flashy passes. I really should have just hit Grape right away here, but again, I'm kind of goofing off with some flashies. Then by halftime, we've obviously blown this thing wide open, and it's time to have some fucking fun, baby. Slam has been really working on his hook shots lately. That really opens the door for our two-man game and allows us to continue to create with a little bit more space around the paint, just like this. Here's a couple cool plays, putting my 91 steel on display. I was so bummed after I kicked this dude up that I stammed out so I couldn't shoot. But I got this nice little dot, so whatever. And Grape was on fire. He actually shot perfect this game. So by the end, this looks like a pretty mellow blowout, no big deal, but as I showed in the beginning, that was not so. It took us a while to get going. I think we got blocked our first 2 or 3 possessions by their center. Anyway, I thought this was just a fun little game to show on my new build, and I'm obviously trying a new format for this if you've been following the series, so let me know what you guys think about that below. And then lastly, I just want to ask that if anybody wants to come hoop, man, hit me up either on PlayStation or Twitter, and we'll try to get you in the lineup and get some runs in. Alright, catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.